Hi, my name is Alyssa Steidle. I am in Miss DeBellis's English 3 class, and I decided to do my essay on are PSAs effective for distracted driving. A death from distracted driving is a death easily avoidable. These deaths can be from either texting, making a phone call, or simply not paying attention to the road. Public service announcements are images, videos, or short films that bring emotional appeal to the viewer using real stories from families who have dealt with a death or tragedy from distracted driving. Some may argue public service announcements tend to direct their main idea to a single target audience and contain bias, which can cause them to be ineffective. However, PSAs have helped decrease the amount of distracted driving incidents. PSAs are extremely relevant and should be watched by young adults every few months. They put into perspective what can happen and prove that no one person is invincible. Public service announcements do help reduce the number of distracted driving incidents because they have an emotional connection to the audience and use real experiences from individuals. Public service announcements are effective and genuine. They bring true emotion to the viewer, causing them to put their life into that perspective. Teens especially tend to believe they are invincible, which is by far not the case. PSAs are full of information and easier to understand. They are usually images or short films. Someone is more likely to watch a video on a topic rather than read an article. Public service announcements can greatly decrease the number of distracted driving incidents as long as people are willing to watch them. They bring an emotional appeal that the viewer can relate to. These ads have a strong impact on an individual, especially when they see a consequence for their action. According to an article written by UPI, the review found that the creation of policies that give people a legal or financial reason to change their unhealthy behavior will provide additional information and motivation to discourage that behavior. Therefore, if someone was to consider drinking and driving, but then they see a video of someone getting arrested due to this, they may reevaluate their actions. Public service announcements can have a negative drawback if not done properly. Some may argue PSAs tend to direct their main idea to a single target audience and can contain bias, which can cause them to be ineffective. But evidence reveals they are shifting to reach teens who want to rebel, and new studies show that they are now one of the most effective forms of campaigns, according to NPR. Many teens try to explain how they believe they can effectively drive distracted while still being safe. Some examples of this are just checking their phone quickly, just snapping one picture, or only responding to one text message. Public service announcements show how taking your eyes off the road for a split second can result in tragedy. Accidents happen in less than a second, and most people do not see it coming. They can be easily avoidable if one's full attention is on the road. All distractions should be eliminated before entering the vehicle. Of course, accidents happen, but having to live with the regret of hurting oneself or others due to a poor decision is something no one should have to live with. Public service announcements do help reduce the number of distracted driving incidents because they have an emotional connection to the audience and use real experiences from other people. They help bring awareness to important issues in a different way through an image, video, or short film. Drivers tend to believe they are invincible and that a deadly accident will not happen to them. However, PSAs show that anything can happen. They put into perspective how distracted driving is extremely dangerous and can greatly affect loved ones. Tragedy can happen in an instant when it is not ever expected. Watching a PSA and seeing someone's real story and how their lives have changed is so touching. At the end of the day, the person driving is in control of what happens to them. The text can wait, the phone call can wait, but life cannot. Thank you, bye.